You're probably staring at a dozen portable power stations online, wondering which one actually lives up to the hype and which will just sit in a corner gathering dust. It's a real pain because you don't want to drop a few $100s on a unit that can't keep your phone alive during a weekend camping trip, or worse, can't power a small fridge when the grid goes down. And if you're like most people, you also want to know whether the price tag matches the real-world usefulness, not just a glossy spec sheet. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's talk about the PowerMax 1800 SE from EcoVolt Store. It's marketed as a portable power station and a solar generator rolled into one, promising to keep phones, tablets, and even some home appliances running when you're off the grid. The big question is, does it actually deliver on those promises for everyday folks, or is it another overpromised gadget? First off, who should even consider buying a portable power station? If you regularly camp, hike, or spend nights in a cabin without reliable electricity, a unit like the PowerMax 1800 SE can be a game changer. It also makes sense for people living in areas prone to storms or blackouts who want a backup that's not as heavy or expensive as a full-size generator. For the average urban dweller who just wants a spare phone charger for the car, the investment may feel excessive. The same goes for anyone who expects to run hydro appliances like a full-size refrigerator or an electric heater for an entire day. The 1800 series capacity simply isn't built for that level of sustained demand. Now, let's break down the practical strengths that show up when you actually plug something in. The PowerMax 1800 SE comes with multiple output ports AC, and USB so you can charge a smartphone, power a mini projector, or keep a small LED TV humming without juggling adapters. In real-world testing, people have found that a typical smartphone takes about an hour to go from 0 to full, which is exactly what you'd expect from a unit that's meant to serve as a backup charger. The inclusion of a solar input means you can pair it with a modest 100-watt panel and replenish the battery during daylight. That's a solid advantage if you're out for a weekend and want to stay off the grid without hauling extra gasoline. Another strength is the built-in safety circuitry. The PowerMax SE automatically shuts off when the load exceeds its safe limit, protecting both the station and the devices you're powering. In practice, that means you can connect a small portable fridge or a CPAP machine for a night and feel confident the unit won't overheat or fry your gear. The battery management system also prevents deep discharge, which helps preserve the overall lifespan of the internal cells. But no product is without trade-offs, and the PowerMax 1800 SE has a few that matter once you start using it. The first is weight. At around 20 pounds, it's portable enough to load into a car trunk, but not something you'd want to lug up a mountain trail. If you're planning to backpack for several days, you'll need to weigh the power benefit against the extra load on your pack. Second, the recharge time with a wall outlet is not instantaneous. Even with a fast charger, you're looking at several hours to bring the battery back to full. That's fine for emergency backup, but it does mean you can't rely on it for rapid turnaround between uses unless you have a solar panel and good sunlight. One subtle limitation that often surprises buyers is the pure sine wave AC output capacity. The unit can handle most electronics, but devices with a high inrush current like some power tools or certain microwave ovens might trigger the automatic shutoff. If you envision using the PowerMax SE as a primary power source for heavy-duty equipment, you'll quickly run into that ceiling. On the other hand, for low to moderate loads such as charging a laptop, running a small fan, or powering a Bluetooth speaker, the AC outlet works smoothly. Let's paint a few everyday scenarios to see where the value really shines. Imagine you're on a 3-day camping trip with a family of 4. You have a small portable fridge, 2 phones, a tablet, and a headlamp that runs on USB. By plugging the fridge into the AC outlet and the phones into the USB ports, the PowerMax SE can comfortably keep everything alive for the entire trip, assuming you have a decent solar panel to top up during the day. You'll never have to scramble for a campsite outlet or worry about the fridge warming up. Another scenario, a severe thunderstorm knocks out power in your neighborhood for 6 hours. You have a CPAP machine, a few essential meds that need refrigeration, and a laptop you rely on for remote work. The PowerMax 1800 SE can keep the CPAP running, maintain the fridge at a safe temperature, and charge the laptop enough to send a few important emails. In that moment, the